Welcome to Mika's Wonder Trial. This series introduces fairy tales in a courtroom, and it will lead you to figure out your own answer as a sentence. So you are the jury of the trial. Let's guide you to a marvelous fairy tale trial. Today's trial is the Three Little Pigs case. I bet this story is familiar to everyone, but I'd like to give a fresh perspective. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. One day, they built their own houses. The first pig, Mike, built his house of straw. The second one, Jeff, built his house of wood. And the youngest one, Tom, built his house of bricks. However, a wolf destroyed Mike and Jeff's houses and attacked them. After attacking the two pigs, the wolf went to Tom's house and tried to attack him too, but the wolf couldn't destroy the brick house. So the wolf attempted to enter the house from the chimney and attack Tom. When the wolf entered through the chimney, he slipped and fell into a huge cauldron of boiling water. Tom saw the situation and killed the wolf by putting a lid on the huge cauldron immediately. Pause. This is a very interesting story. Well, let's move on to the details of this case. The wolf's body was found at the youngest pig Tom's house at around 4 p.m. one day. The cause of death was boiling in a huge cauldron. The cauldron had a lid and a huge stone on the lid. The owner of the house, Tom, was arrested as a suspect for murder. However, he denies it. The central question of this trial is whether Tom committed murder or acted in self-defense. So, we will hear both the prosecutor's claim for the wolf and the defender's claim for the youngest pig. Tom, please speak out about the prosecutor's claim first.
Hello, Your Honor and jurors. I appreciate that I have the opportunity to be here. I would like to prove that killing the wolf was homicide with intent by Tom. I would like to explain the evidence about this murder case step by step. Pause. Building suspense. Police officers found a calendar which had a memo at the wolf's house. The memo read, BBQ party at Tom's house at 3 p.m. All the doors and windows of Tom's house were locked well, and it meant that the only way to enter the house was from the chimney. Therefore, the situation led the wolf to enter the house from the chimney. We have testimony from a witness who saw Tom buy a huge cauldron at a hardware shop 2 days before the crime, and this testimony was confirmed by the shop owner too. It was no coincidence that Tom prepared the huge cauldron and the stone in his living room. Finally, Tom had a strong motive to kill the wolf because his two brothers, Mike and Jeff, were threatened by the wolf before. Building to climax. For these reasons, I claim that Tom killed the wolf as his vengeance, so it's certainly a murder case without question.
Thank you for the claim, prosecutor. Now it's your turn, defender. Please speak out about your claim.
Hello, Your Honor and jurors. Thank you for the opportunity to prove the innocence of my client. I would like to refute the prosecutor's claim about the calendar. This claim casts doubt on the prosecutor's explanation that the calendar had the memo, BBQ party at Tom's house at 3 p.m. How could Tom invite the wolf to his party when the BBQ party meant eating Tom as a meal? It's certain that all the doors and windows were locked well. Because Tom didn't know when the wolf would attack him, Tom always locked all doors and windows for security. About the huge cauldron, Tom needed it, because he had to prepare meals for 3 after Mike and Jeff were attacked by the wolf. In addition, he put the huge stone temporarily in the living room when he organized his house one day before the incident. He put the lid and the stone on the huge cauldron immediately because he thought he would be attacked by the wolf. It was a natural reaction. Finally, he was frequently in dangerous situations. Actually, his two brothers were attacked. In these circumstances, he always felt scared, not wanting vengeance. Thus, Tom did not kill the wolf. It was totally self-defense.
This is all about the details of the trial and argument points. What do you think about this? All of the jurors, this fairy tale trial doesn't have a judgment. There is no guilt or innocence or even truth. The facts just exist in the trial because they depend on each person's sense of justice or truth. So, the result of this Three Little Pigs trial is also changed by everybody's justice. Well, what do you think is justice? Next time on Mika's Wonder Trial, Snow White Trial. Did the queen really intend to kill Snow White, or was it just Snow White's plan to corrupt the queen? Well then, look forward to next time. Thank you for listening.